Good afternoon, comrade subscribers. Hope you're all well. I thought we'd take a quick look at the Psion Organiser. We've got an original one here, the Psion Organiser, which became the Psion Organiser I, and then we've got two examples of the Psion Organiser II, which we've already had a look at, but it'd be good to compare them. And you're probably wondering why I'm interested in these sort of things. It's like, well, they're excellent examples of British design and engineering from the 80s. They're really well made, and they are computers. They are, as it says here, it is a pocket computer. It's not just a filofax, electronic filofax, where you can store names and addresses. It is a programmable handheld computer. And what started on the Organiser I, Organiser II, then the Series 3, the Series 5, ultimately is what ended up on Nokia devices like this 770, the Symbian operating system. So they are distant relations, not directly, obviously, because the Organiser I didn't really have an operating system as such, but what started here, ended up on here in a way. So I find them fascinating, and like I said, they're really well built. They considering that this is the Organiser I, the original one that came out in 1986, 2K of RAM, 2K of ROM. And it's still in really good condition, considering that it's almost 40 years old. So still working perfectly fine. So we can turn it on. We've got the contrast on the side there, and there you go. So actually, the first thing we need to do is change the update the time. So I believe you do this. So what time is it? Let me just check the time. I think it's 5 o'clock something. Let me just check. I've got to plug the microphone in. So to set the time, we zoom in. I think we just press this button here. So it's 17. And we go across 23. So I think we can only go in one direction. So I'll just do this quickly. Fascinating stuff. That'll do. Go across, and then it's October. Actually, where do you put the year in? I wonder. 10th today. All right, that'll do for now. Right, so if we want to take a look at the exterior differences, that's the obvious, the most obvious ones here. We can see that we start off with a 16-character single line display on the Organiser I. We've moved up on the LA here. We've got 2 lines of 16 characters, and then on the final model, the LZ64, we've got 4 lines of 20 characters. So if we just check, so I'm just trying to remember, so this one came out, so the Organiser originally came out in 1984. So this has got 2K of RAM, 2K of ROM, and I think it's a Hitachi 6301 CPU running at just shy of 1 megahertz, 900 and something kilohertz. Same speed, I think, on all of them. So the original Organiser, the Organiser II, the CM model, came out in 1986, so we've got 2 years between. Well, actually, I don't have it. Where do I have it? Do I have a CM? I think I do. I'm not sure, actually. I've got one in pieces. Oh, yes. I got the CM. I've got a CM in pieces. So the CM, the Organiser II came out in 1986. Then we've got the XP, and then the LA. So this is actually an LA model. You can tell by checking the ROM. So the LA model came out in 1986 as well. So we've gone from 2K of RAM in 1984 to 32K of RAM in 1986. And then we've got the LZ64, which came out in 1989. So this was the last Organiser II model that came out. And we've gone up to 64K of RAM and 64K of ROM. Let's just turn them all back on again. Yeah, so yeah, 1984, 1986, 1989. The sizes they're all basically the same size. Oh, you can see here that we've got this external communication port, which we don't have on the original Organiser. That was handled by the DATAPAKs, but we'll get to those in a minute. Made in the UK, of course, but obviously the other main difference is the keyboard. So if we have a look, I only just noticed this, I didn't realise that, but slight colour difference between the XP LA and the LZ64. But yeah, we can see the keyboard has been made a lot more clearer in the Organiser IIs. On the back, we've got the same DATAPAK ports. I think they're not called DATAPAK ports, they're called something else. But yeah, I don't know if they're compatible because the CPUs are very similar. So like I said, we've got the 6301 and then we've gone to 6303 in these two models here. Let's take that off actually. So we want to turn it off. Go mode off, then execute, and then we can remove the DATAPAK. So pretty much the same format as they are. Turn this one off as well. Let's grab this. So I'm guessing maybe they are compatible. I'm not sure though. I'd have to do some research. They do look pretty much the same. So like the 8K DATAPAK is the same. It's you can see it's actually been used. It's basically just an EEPROM, which I think is pretty clever for the time. You know, 40 years later, and it still has the information that was stored on it all that time ago. So we'll have a little sneaky peek at that actually. So this Organiser I, just put that back together, actually came with a maths pack, and it came with something else as well. I think I just threw it in here. This did come with a utility pack. So this is what the original Psion Organiser I packs look like compared to the Organiser II ones, but they're pretty much the same. So let me put all this back together and let's have a little peek before we pull it apart. Let's have a little peek. So I did actually have a look. We go through mode, so we've got so you can enter data, turn it off, enter the calculator mode. Actually, that's where you can check the ROM version. So if we do execute, I think there, or do we just start typing? Oh, let's just start typing. So what we want to do is peek B, and then brackets. So yeah, I find the Organiser II keyboard a little easier to follow. So we want the blue characters, and we actually want to bracket. Oh, there they are. Oh no, I just do that. Okay, -24. There, that one there. Yeah, there we go. Minus. No, that's dot. It's above. Okay, no, below. 24. Okay, bracket. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Oh, it might not work. Might not work on the original one. That's cool. Okay, don't just ignore all that. What else can we do? Mode, program. So that's if we had the maths pack. Unfortunately, I don't have the documentation for it. Run, so you can run your own programs. Catalog, so that, I think, so these are the program names, I think. So this is, like, I guess, the maths pack. So if we go off calc tan program, what was GAM? There was one called GAM. Do we just type GAM in here? Ah, okay, there we go. So that's how we execute one of the programs on the maths pack. Fascinating. Okay. Insert, exit. Okay, let's exit that. Cool. What we want to do is we want to do find. No. Ah, here we go. Find. It's right over there. Find one. So find one will search the data pack in slot 1, and then this is slot 2. So if we just find everything, so there's a test, there's a memo, and then I think we can just keep going. No, or we keep going. There we go. And then we've got memo, memo to call. Computerland, Harriet Re Plaza. So someone's, I don't know when this was, back in the 80s, I guess. This is all stored on the EEPROM. So this would have been lost decades ago if it was battery backed. Okay, to do on 30th of November, I guess. Weaver, specs, problem screener sample, Ariel opportunities for packaging. Okay, cool. Tally Rand, this is people's office numbers. Allen Computers, Amato, Telecopier Fax, cool. Sally Baldwin, Jan Vanderberg. Oh, Restaurant Paris, Les Galants, Vert. Okay, that's some restaurant in Paris. Burke Marketing. Cool. So, Bill's Garage. Home address. Colgate Palmolive. Okay. There we go. Domestic agency. M-test. So that's the stuff on the EEPROM. It's always interesting going back through that sort of stuff. Yeah, so that's basically the Organiser I compared to... So this is the first, and this was the last of the Organiser, and then we go on to the Psion Series 3 clamshell. Shall we open it up? That's what we're here for, isn't it? Let's open her up. Okay, so exactly the same. We've got a 9-volt battery in the bottom there. Take that out. Let's take the DATAPAKs out. So it looks like we've got 3 screws. Is this one small enough? Actually, I might use maybe this one. No, not right. Okay, let me find a proper screwdriver. Okay, 3 screws are undone. Oh, that came off pretty smoothly, as they say. So that's a little piezo speaker. And I guess, okay, just uses these 2 tower springs here for the connectivity. So that's pretty cool. So it just goes on like that. That's very neat. Obviously we've got, obviously it's going to be a lot simpler than the Organiser II because it's a lot less RAM, but pretty much the layout's the same, isn't it? So we've got ribbon connector cable there. And is there a screw somewhere? Just trying to see. Oh yeah, that's right there. That's what someone say, oh, you're using the wrong screwdriver. Oh, there we go. Okay. So you kind of want to bring it away from the wall there. There we go. Then you can open it up a bit, I guess. You want to put it over the top of the wall, plastic side there. Maybe. All right, let me fiddle around with this a bit. I think I might undo. There's 2 more screws here. I want to be careful because I don't want all the keypads, the keys to go everywhere. There's another screw there. Oh, another screw there. So this actually does need to come off and over. Oh, actually pull it in. Okay, pull it in like that and then it can go up. Well, actually that's what all we really want to do, really. So we don't need to pull it apart any further. Oh, sorry, zoom in. So that's the CPU there, and I'm guessing that's maybe the else. No, it's too big to be an LCD drive. It doesn't need to be that big, does it? Psion processor. So there we go. If we want to have a look at the, that's why I've still got the CM in pieces, so we can compare it. So this is the CM. I think this is the CM. So this is the immediate successor to the Organiser I. So yeah, there's a few changes. I mean, what's the best way of showing this? Oh, obviously we've added a communication port at the top there. But nothing too much to see there, I guess. You can see there is actually a lot more integration there, a lot more parts than on the main board here. So we've got the 6303 there. So unless that's, it looks to be the same chip. I'll put the details below when I research them, because we've got I think ROM and RAM down here. So unless this is the processor, perhaps. So this is 2 lines, so maybe 1 per line. Seems a bit overkill. We've got a single one there. We've got a pair there. Anyway, there we go. So I love these little machines. So I'm hoping to try some games out on them, copy some software across, and try them out. So I'll put that one back there. So that was just a quick look at the Organiser I compared to the Organiser II. So let me know if there's anything more you want to see about it. Oops, don't do that. And yeah, otherwise, yeah, the next few parts are going to be trying to load software onto these ones and I think you've got to load it because it's like a text file, then you can compile it on here and then you can run it. So that's it for now. Hopefully that was interesting. Bye for now. Actually, before I go, I forgot, it actually came with this. So interesting little pamphlet, and it actually shows the actual size on the back, actual size of Organiser when closed. So yeah, I thought this was quite interesting. British designed, access information in milliseconds, and then it's got these like information sheets up the top here that pull out. So personal database, then describes the software library, so the software packs that are available. Then personal programming, so POPL, the Psion Organiser programming language. It's now called OPL, I think, Open Programming Language. So create programs as individual as your problems. And then we've got the communication. So you can see here with the later organisers have got the communication port in the top, but the way they did it on these ones is using one of the ports here. So up to 9600 baud, and open-ended computer system as well. And then here's an order form showing what was available at the time: science, maths pack, finance pack, communications, link up communications packs, £40. Yeah, there we go. So I thought that was quite interesting. Oh, hang on, let me get it. Make sure they're in order. No, they're not in order. There we go. What did I see on? Oh, here we go. Technical information. So, but that we all know all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I thought that was interesting how it came with pretty good condition as well. Thought that was interesting. That's it. Okay, bye for now.